Hi, traders, and welcome to the PL Capital Market Report. Today is Friday, October 20th. Markets are now closed. In this video, we're going to look at the S&P, Nasdaq, and the Russell. So let's start. All right, upcoming economic calendar for the week, and it's a really big week. So Wednesday, you got Fed Powell speaking, but I mean he just spoke, so I'm not expecting this to do anything. And plus it's just after the close of the day on Wednesday, so I don't expect anything to happen there. You do have new home sales on Wednesday. Thursday is the big day. Durable good orders and GDP. Now GDP, they're actually expecting, the previous was 2.1 and now they're expecting 4.2. So that's a big increase. So if that happens, I mean that markets are going to be loving that. So see how the market reacts to that. And then Friday is core PCE, another big one. And that one they're actually month over month expecting an increase, but for the PCE price index year over year, it's actually supposed to go down just a little bit, zero point 0.1. So we'll see what happens there with the market. But actually, I mean, so these are big data points, GDP and PCE. But I think the bigger movement will be coming from the stock market. So Tuesday, you got Microsoft and Alphabet reporting. Wednesday is Meta, and Thursday, I believe, is Amazon. I think I got that right. So those days after the bell, there'll be a lot of movement coming on. So it's going to be a really interesting week. Consensus is that all those should beat the earnings estimate. So we'll have to see what happens and what the market thinks of it. All right, let's move on to the chart. So in my last video, so last week, Friday, I was expecting this ABC up to here was done, and then I thought we were going to start to roll over. Then I made that video on Monday, and given the strong price action, I was thinking that maybe this ABC up to here, that was just going to be A, this was B, and then Monday's strong price reaction. Tuesday they corrected, but then straight up and almost broke it, and I thought for sure that they would break it, and then this would be the A, B, and the C, and then they would roll over. So they completely faked me out. So what this ended up being was just they've created a leading diagonal so far as I can tell. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And obviously they came real close to that low set early October. And when I look at the internals of this fifth wave, there's not a whole lot more that they can go. So it'll be interesting to see if they break it on Monday, or this could be a leading diagonal, and then they're going to give the big correction up. So I'm wondering if like earnings is going to be the catalyst that pushes the market up, but then it rolls over. So maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday earnings are good, and then maybe core PCE is not good, and then it rolls over. So anyway, because this is a leading diagonal, there at some point you're going to get a correction and then one more down. And it's just a matter of, are they going to break this 42.35 first and then give you a correction, or are they going to correct up and then down? Now, when we zoom out, I will say, if you're a bull and you want this market to be reversing soon, you have got to hope that this wave here is 5 waves. Because if not, especially when we look at the Nasdaq, they could be in a position where they're creating like a big diagonal here. So like ABC, that could be one. This ABC up here, that could be two. And then if they give just, like let's say they reverse Monday. So we've got 5 waves down. They give this reversal up here, and then they come down. So it's a 1, 2, 3, and then they then they go back up for 3, and then down for 3. Now you got yourself a leading diagonal, which means we're going to be going down for a long time, because then this leading diagonal will correct, but then there's still going to be one more down. So this wave coming down here will give a lot of clues as to what they're doing. But like I said, if you're a bull, you want to hope that it comes down in 5 waves. So if it's 1, 2, up to there, and let me undo that. So maybe 2 will be there, and then if they come down for a 3, 4, and a 5, then that's looking good, because then you'll have a 3, 3, 5 correction, and then they'd be in a position that they can start to go back up to take out that high. But if this only comes down in 3 waves, that's going to be pretty scary if you're a bull. So Nasdaq, and this is why I'm starting to wonder if they're creating a diagonal instead. So I've got this for now. I've got it labeled WXY. And then I thought that this would be an X wave and they would come down for the Z wave. But it's possible that this ABC, I'm sorry. Yeah, this ABC, that instead of WXY, it could be 1, 2, 3. This ABC was 4, and now they're in the position of creating the 5th wave, which means them, they'll come down, give you a 5-wave leading diagonal, correct, and then still at least one more down. So far what I see, zooming in on the Nasdaq coming down, is so far there's the A, there was the B head fake, and then this to me looks like an ending diagonal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like I said, just on the S&P, just like on the S&P, this was the 5th wave. Now they might not be done, but it's getting really close. And so if that's an ending diagonal, then that's an ABC. So I would expect, let me zoom back out, because we've been just doing these 3 waves, so 3 waves for W and X and Y, and then here's an ABC. I'm expecting 3 waves here. This should not end in 5 waves. That just wouldn't make any sense. Because if it's a WXY and this was an X, they need to come down in 3 waves for the Z. But like I said, that could quickly turn into a leading diagonal. So I'm assuming then that this ABC is going to end real quick. Probably Monday, or maybe even today was the low, who knows. But real soon, you're going to get a 3-wave move. Because this ABC will be A, this ABC is going to be B, and then you'll get, I would assume, you should be getting a 5-wave C wave, and then you'll have your A, B, and a C for 3 waves. So this, as it stands right now, they could, if the low is in and they just start buying, this is on the futures contract, so actually Sunday night into Monday, I assume that they'll come up to like 1484, 844, sorry. Could go to 14960 if they want to do a shallow correction, 3-wave correction. If they want to make a bigger correction, then I'd be looking that they'll target like 1550s all the way up to 15150 or so. So it just depends, So that's why I really think that the earnings are going to be really important. you know, because if it's just mediocre earnings, you might just get a shallow correction and then they're going to resume down. But if the earnings, if all the big players have really good earnings, I could see them making a big correction before they reverse down. So keep an eye on those levels. And then the Russell. So like I was saying before, I was hoping that they would make an impulse, and that's what I see. So 1, 2, 3, and then they made this contracting. What I believe is it's contracting because that was very impulsive. I got 5 waves in there. So 1, 2, 3 for 4, and now just like all the others, you know, now there's 5 waves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so at any point now, you know, a correction should be happening. And now this one, because I see this as an ABC followed by a triangle, I'm assuming that they're going to come down in 3 waves. So this impulse, correction, and then the next wave should come and break it, and then we'll have to see what happens, because they could be, I don't see them making a leading diagonal, not with this triangle. It looks to me like this will be W, X, and then Y, but then I can still see them creating that X wave and then one more down for the Z wave. So we'll have to wait and see, but I want to see this end in 3 waves, because that would make a lot of sense to me. All right, that's the update on the indexes. Hope that helps. Thanks for your watching. Thanks for your likes and support. Good luck. See you in the next video.